up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I'm Jigs. Welcome to my channel, Jigs in these Wi-Fi streets. Welcome all of you, whether you're new or not. If you are new, please do subscribe. If you're not, thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for coming back and checking out my videos. All of y'all go check out my video on the testimony of Eric Culberson, aka EJ King, along with the rest of my videos, okay? And comments are both free and welcome. Also, questions, whatever, chomp it up with me in the comment section. It's all good, okay? And can you please give me a like? I'm asking. It's like pulling teeth to get a like. It's right there and it's free. Anyway, let me not get all giddy, right? Thank you for clicking on my video. Because this is not a giddy situation. This is real life. This is not Telemundo. We are not watching a telenovela. Tory Lanez is looking at the minimum of 20 years. And Meg's whole entire reputation has been pretty much destroyed. A lot of people hate her. Um, I'm not saying all of her actions have in life in general have been correct, but she has no parents, she has no grandparents, she has no siblings. She got SHOT, and the world is blaming her and coming at her. It's a lot. So we should take that into consideration because people's mental and emotional health can decline. I imagine hers is, I'm not gonna give Meg the title of soulless over here, okay? Like, it's a serious situation. But it's a lot of tea though, so it makes it like, like some telenovela, like some juicy, like, there's a lot of lies. But it's really not, it's serious, you know what I'm saying? He has a son. But if he did it and he gets away with it, she has been victimized in one of the most worst ways, and he gets away with it. If that BULLET would have ricocheted one of the five that allegedly were fired and hit an artery, this would be a totally different conversation. Okay? So I'm a little bit behind, right? So I want to keep in sequence, but prosecution has rested. Okay, so I just want to keep my videos up to date though. You know what I'm saying? So I covered Eric Culberson's, aka EJ King, Stylist to the Stars. I already covered his testimony. Um, this testimony was also given on Day6. Okay, Officer Sandra Cabral, which is Kelsey's arresting officer, and a woman by the name of Jody Little. I'm gonna get to her because I'm gonna read those. Okay, now Alexander Bott is the DDEA. George, I cannot pronounce his last name. MGDESYAN is Tory's defense attorney. I'm gonna call him George, and then there's Bott, Alexander Bott. Right now they have another DDA, Kathy Ta or T or Tay. It's TA, literally her last name. But I don't want to mispronounce it, so I'm gonna reference her to Kathy now. Sandra Cabral has already been on stand, and Bott was questioning her. This time, Kathy's questioning her, right? So Kathy asked her, how was Kelsey's demeanor and disposition? Let me note two things. Number one of the jurors had rode up on the elevator on this day with Tory. The judge spoke to the juror and decided that nothing was done that would affect the case. So the juror is still there and nobody got in trouble. Supposedly they didn't speak, they didn't interact. Another thing, body cam footage was placed in this video of Cabral's and another officer's. In Cabral's, you can see Kelsey, and the other one, you can see Megan handcuffed, standing up. She's bleeding at first sitting, but she stands up and she passes by Kelsey to get into the ambulance. Okay, now. Kathy's asking Cabral, Officer Cabral, how was Kelsey's demeanor in this position, right? She was crying, she was distraught, she's shaking, she's, asking Meg if she's okay. She's yelling to Meg, asking Meg if she's okay because she's a few feet from her. She also asked her if she was okay when she walked past her, right? Walking towards the ambulance. So remember when in the audio that Kelsey's not denying that she couldn't tell if Tory was standing on something or if his feet was dangling, and I believe Meg also said that. Well, there's a side step like helper thing. What is it? A side rail. On the passenger seat of the car. On the front passenger? Is it on the front passenger? I'm so sorry. Let me just make sure. It's on the front or rail. On the side, left passenger side with a side rail, right? And if someone can use it, would it elevate them? And she said, yeah. Now, George comes back. Now, George starts asking Cabral, did he hear a conversation between Tori and Kelsey because they were standing next to each other when they was handcuffed on the lineup? She's like, no. He asked her how was Tori's disposition and how was his demeanor. She says she doesn't remember. She just remembers his head being down. So he's basically George begins to raise question the validity of her testimony because she doesn't remember Tori and that Tori was not that far from her. She doesn't remember if he said anything. He does. They was together on the lineup after they cuffed everybody, and that supposedly she was a couple of feet and she couldn't hear a conversation between them. So now he's just putting in question her testimony, right? So let's get into now. They bring up Jody Little. She called back. Apparently they called her the first time. Now investigator. She's an investigator. Jody Little to testify about reviewing the lyrics of Kelsey Harris's November 2020 song "Bustin' Back." The DDA admitted. The DDA also admitted one page of the lyrics of the song evidence. Okay, this is the same song George mentioned to Kelsey when she was on the stand last week. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh no, did I read it? No, I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh, do not tell me I got the wrong. Okay, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay, so next, DDA Kathy Cole's investigator. Okay, I said that. Mentioned Kelsey. I said that. Kathy specifically drew attention to the lyrics, "Who S ya?" Because you know it wasn't me. I was 10 toes down whenever you had beef. When George cross-examined, he asked Little about the other lyrics, "Sucking D behind my back, who really on their knees." That got a snicker from everybody. That got a snicker for some members of the public. That's so embarrassing, right? So yeah, that got a snicker for some members of the public when George questioned Little about the other lyrics mentioning lying. Little says, that will be Jody, I did not commit to the lyrics. I did not commit the lyrics to memory. George gets frustrated with Little over and over. Lotta, who is Lotta? Raised eyebrows and questions and chuckles. Hold on. Who wrote this? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm on Louder Than a Riot. Let me give them their props because I'm on their shit. They got a snicker from some members of the public when George questioned Little about the lyrics. Oh, she mispronounced. She misspelled Little. Little raised eyebrows, chuckles, and head shaking. Now it ends there because now it goes into Egypt. I did watch. Shout outs to all the content creators that are out there that have gotten press passes and are sitting there. One of my favorite people in the world is Armand Wiggins. Now, I'm not trying to fight from nobody. But it does. He basically, I want to make sure I'm reading from certain sources, and to give you my proper opinion, right? But you see how I read that he was getting frustrated. Now Armand is actually in the courtroom, and he's like that. Yeah, that Jody Little, when Kathy was asking questions, she was answering them very concisely. But when George was asking her questions, that she was like, "Oh, I don't understand the question. I didn't commit to memorizing the lyrics, shit like that." Now, my personal opinion, I don't think Cabral or Kathy know anybody personally to be paid off or nothing like that. And I'm not trying to make those accurate. Let me be very clear, okay? I am not accusing anybody of anything. I'm guesstimating because I don't know. Okay? I am not a lawyer. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a journalist, and I'm not pretending to be. So I don't want to be disrespectful. My opinion of certain people maybe possibly taking money. Listen, it's people in the streets that take for less than 10 racks take people's lives. Okay, it's people for 2 keep it a secret. You know what I'm saying? So these are millionaires, right? But I don't think Miss Cabral or Miss Little has anything to do with anything as far as anything secretive. Now I will say this: as far as Cabral, this is, after all, Megan Thee Stallion. Imagine you get a call about an SHO team. You pull up and it's Megan Thee Stallion. and she's bleeding, and Tory Lanez is there. You're gonna be. Don't you think you're gonna be a little starstruck? A little starstruck. You're still gonna do your job. And remember, this is Kelsey's arresting officer. Where's Tory's arresting officer, and why didn't you put them on the stand yet? Why would you want and expect for Cabral to know Tory's demeanor and disposition if she arrested Kelsey? She ain't arrested him, so how would she know? Now, I understand them being within a few feet, but I'm also taking into account our humanity. Starstruck, I'm sorry, not sorry. We all human beings. Officer, firefighter, ambulance. All these celebrities, when shit goes down, they need an ambulance, they need this, they need that, they're being rushed to the ER. All you know is that somebody's injured. You don't know it's gonna be, God rest his soul, Michael Jackson. You don't know it's gonna be Whitney Houston. You don't know it's gonna be Rihanna, God bless her life. You don't know who it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So when you see them, yeah, you jump into action because it's your job, but you don't think there's a little bit starstruckness? Maybe the reason why Cabral doesn't know Tory's demeanor in this position is because Megan, no disrespect at that time, maybe to Cabral was the bigger star, and she was doing her job while paying attention to Megan, which was not her part of her job, but she's human. But why you ain't asking Tory's arresting officer his demeanor and his disposition? You feel me? And Jody Little, as far as Jody Little, I feel this lady got a lot of nerve. I'm just sorry. I'm just giving you my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Those are not facts. What is an asshole a fact? That is a fact. It's a part of your body. Anyway, let me not be an ass. I think she was being an ass with George. Like, how are you answering all the questions properly with the prosecutor, but not George? Maybe she does. I'm sorry, y'all. I live in the Bronx. Y'all live in New York. Y'all just doxed myself. Don't come for me. I got kids. But I also got a pit bull, and I will let her lock on you. I'm a single woman now, damn it, with children. Anyway, let me hurry up, because I got to go, y'all. That's 12 minutes. I did good with this one. I'm learning how to do this, y'all. Thank you. For those of y'all who've been patiently waiting for me to get better at this. But summarizing, because I talk a lot. I think Ms. Little may possibly already feel like, fuck Tory, or Tory did, in my opinion. And that's why she was giving Georgia a hard time. I think Cabral maybe was starstruck, but like I said, where's Tory's arresting officer, and why y'all ain't asking him his demeanor and disposition? But that's just me. So, thank you for clicking on my video. I know I'm behind, so thank you so much for even clicking, because at this point, right, we day ready. I'm 2 days behind. So, I really super appreciate y'all for fucking with me, like, for real. Anyway, so thank you so much. Go check out my other videos. Let's keep in mind, again, Tory's facing the minimum of 20. Megan's reputation has taken a hit, and Megan's alone in life. At the end of the day, I'm a mother of 3 daughters, and I'm a woman myself. I deal with depression. I live with it. I'm not suffering from it now, but I do live with it. And I've had them thoughts. And mental and emotional health is not a game, okay? And she has no one. The industry loves no one but money, okay? Party may or may not stick around, and she doesn't really have nobody. So, as much as you might not like Meg's decisions, just keep in mind that she's still a person and a human. And pray for Tory's baby, because his daddy may go to jail. I don't know. We don't know. So, yeah, let me go. Let me let y'all go. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Bye.